morning, my dear students. How are you all? Miss everyone. Our lesson today is talking about the principal parts of verbs. But before speaking about the principal parts of verbs or what are those principal parts, I need to refresh your mind and speak about verb and identify the meaning of the word verb. A verb is a word that is used to express an action or a state of being. A verb has some types, or we don't have only one type of a verb. Actually, as you can see over here, I have one and I have two. When you speak about verbs, you are speaking about two types. The first one, an action verb that tells what the subject does, whether it's a physical action or a mental action. If you check the first sentence over here, she rides motorcycles. This action is a physical one. In the second sentence, she prefers a bike, meaning she likes a bike, and it's a mental action. And this is for the first type. Second type, it's linking verb. What is a linking verb? Linking verb links the subject of a sentence to a word in the predicate. And the most common verbs to be identified as linking verbs will be the forms of verb to be. Like the example, we have the sentence over here, we are late. And for sure, not only verb to be, any verb that relates to the five senses will be considered as a linking verb. Next over here, the principal parts, meaning every verb has some forms to be written. When you speak about the forms, every verb has four forms. And the first form, as the table shows over here, is the original form of the verb, which is the present form. And I just put two examples for you over here. When you check the table, you'll be asking, or you'll be telling me, Miss, the two verbs have the same conditions. Yes, indeed, because later on you'll be known in this video that I'm talking about one type of verbs only. Okay, so the two examples I have here, it's enjoy and it's listen. The original form, which is the first form or the present form. It's the original form of the verb without adding anything. Okay, second form is the present participle. And it's the verb, but before writing the verb, we have to mention form of be or verb to be. And it's not this. Something else, we have to add ing to the end of the verb. So it's enjoy in the present form, but in the past participle will be is enjoying. And verb to be will be chosen according to the subject we have sentence. For sure, you all know this. Okay, the third form we have over here, it's the past form. And the past form is simple and easy. Same thing as the original form, and we are just adding ed to the end of the verb. Okay, is it ed only to be added to the end of the verb? The verb, let's wait, be patient, and you'll see. The last form, which is the past participle form, and I said in the present, verb to be will be mentioned. In the past participle, verb to have will be mentioned. And the kind of the verb will be according to sure to the subject we have. So it's has or have, or had, plus the past participle, the past of the verb or the past frame. And as I said, the past participle or the past, it's same thing, just adding ed to the verb. So once again, every verb has four forms: present, past, present participle, past, and past participle. Okay, the next thing. Okay, the next thing over here is back again to speak about the regular verbs. As I mentioned at the beginning, I can have a question from every one of you or one of you. It's only adding ed to the end. Yes, when you speak about my type that I'm going to speak about this time, it's only called regular verbs. What is a regular verb? A regular verb is a verb those its part or whose its part, past and past participle are formed by adding ed or d only to the end. That's it, yes. Adding ed, like the example that I have shown. And why adding only d? Because some verbs, as you already know, we have such as love, like, these verbs end with e. So I cannot add another e and then the d. Instead, I'm just adding d. And the present participle is formed by adding ing to the end of the verb. And don't forget, as I mentioned before, verb to be will be mentioned before the verb. Okay. We have an example over here. It's enjoy as the present. It's enjoyed by adding ed, and it's have enjoyed, the past participle, verb to have plus ed to the end of the verb. Okay, next part over here, back again, speaking or putting extra information about regular verbs. It's not a matter of adding ed or d to the end of the verbs. We have some cases we have to pay attention to. Some verbs, the last letter of them will be or is doubled before adding d. Do we have some examples? Yes, sure. We have the verb admit. Before turning into past, we need to do something. I've admit, and I have the verb ship. So admit, if you want to put it in the past, you are doubling the last letter, which is T, will be turned into double T and then adding ED. And ship, double P, and then the ED. That's it. Do I have any cases speaking about the regular verbs? Yes, I do have. If the verb ends with letter Y and a consonant letter before it, okay, this Y will be removed from the verb and I will written in a state and then adding the AD. Let's clear it more and more by putting an example over here, which is carry. When you look at the verb over here, we have letter Y, and before letter Y there is R, and R is a consonant letter. So if you want to change it into past, this Y will be turned into I and then adding the regular, which is ED to the end of the verb. Do I have another example? Yes, I do have. Mary. It's Mary, removing the Y and putting R, and removing the Y because there is a consonant letter before it, which is R. So I'm removing the Y and putting I-A-D. Okay. The next thing we have over here, it's an exercise. It's an exercise. It is already in your grammar for writing books. It's page 88. And the exercise tells the following: identifying forms of regular verbs. Identifying forms of regular verbs by telling the tense or the form it's written in. So identify each underlined principal part of the verb. Write PRE for PRES for present, PRES dot part for present participle, past, the regular past, you know, the simple past, or passport, meaning past participle. This to be written for the underlined part, we have to identify which principal part it is used in the sentence. So let's check the first one. It's only composed with ed at the end, so this is simple past. And the second sentence has performed, as you all see. Verb to have is mentioned. So I said whenever you mention verb to have, it's past participle. Okay, or playing, simple and easy. I think someone is telling the answer. Yes, it's present participle verb to be, the verb in the original form plus ing. And present here is not a word, it's nothing, and it is anything, nothing but a verb. So it's a verb in the present tense. Feature, feature. Yes, indeed, it's the present tense of the verb. Died, it's the past simple of the verb. The verb was die, D-I-E, so I just added D to the end of the word because the verb ends already with E. So I cannot add AD, I just added D to the end of the verb. This is was, don't say teacher, this is present participle, no. I said, yes, we have verb to be over here, but it's another condition even of the past participle because the verb already bury The Y was changed because R is there and turned into I, and then ed was added to the end of the verb to make the past tense. Okay. The second one, or number 8. Yes, indeed, we have ed, the regular ending at the end of the verb, and it's only the only word that is underlined, so it's just past. Next one, which is number 9, have. It, yep, I can hear the answer. It's participle. And it's is presenting. It is, yes, indeed, it's the present participle because I have verb to be, the original form, plus ing at the end of the verb. So this makes the form of present participle. The coming part, which is the end of this lesson, will be telling about your, yes, it's your homework. As you saw, or as you see over here, I have finished the first page, which is 88. Your homework will be the following. It's grammar for writing, pages 89 and 90. You can do these 2 pages. Concept will be almost the same. If you find any obstacles, any difficulties, you can, I'll be waiting for your questions through the Facebook page, through the email. It's okay. I'll be glad to receive all the questions you have regarding this point. Okay, so grammar for writing, once again, pages 89 and 90, ready to receive your questions through our Facebook page, through your email. It's okay. I'll be glad to receive your questions and answer them. Okay, as always, as I always say, stay safe, stay away from anything, enjoy your stay at home for the time being, stay always blessed. Thank you, and hope to see you soon, inshallah. Thank you so much.